Discourse 28 through 30. Germain and Arcturus speaking. Invocation. The mighty infinite active presence of the Christ everywhere. We bow before them, majesty and power. Assert thy dominion in the heart and mind of every individual throughout the land, causing thy wondrous perfection to express everywhere. Discourse. Germain. O love divine, in thy magic power of transmutation, we assert thy power in cleansing and purifying the world of human mistakes and miscreations. Thou art the eternal victory, the golden pathway of attainment for every student of the light, and through thy transcendent power start forth thy mighty radiation for the blessing of the earth and mankind. Thus will mankind find many desirable changes taking place. Greater health, happiness, and prosperity being restored, a deeper sense of love and a greater desire for justice in the hearts of mankind everywhere. In many channels, human selfishness will be greatly transcended through the feeling of pure love which will generate within the heart, enable them to control the human sense, and cause them to involuntarily desire to bless. It is my wish that every one of the students send forth this truth in conscious radiation at least once a day. God, the mighty presence I am, is conducting with invincible power everywhere in the hearts and minds of mankind. We see the students taking hold, comprehending, and applying these transcendent laws, which we know mean their certain victory. And I may reiterate what we have said before. There is no single thing so vicious in human activity as that personality or suggestion which would try to turn the student from the light and the truth, which would be his freedom. In connection with this mighty cosmic activity, the student should work with great determination, consuming all past and present in harmonious creation. Every time your thought and desire reach forth in this manner, great currents of energy will come to your assistance to sustain and help you. Again, I assert that never in the history of mankind has such transcendent activity been ready to rush to your assistance. Beloved students, how deeply my heart rejoices to see within you the intense desire for the light in your determined effort to apply these unerring laws, which will surely give you your freedom as you apply them. Do not continue to limit yourselves by human concepts. Declare and feel your amazing ability to use these laws and direct this mighty energy to your freedom and perfection. Try to realize that your human form is not a dense creation, difficult to manipulate. Try to feel it a transparent substance that follows your slightest direction. Speak to your body. Command it to be strong, receptive only to the master self-consciousness, to be a perfect expression of the divine power of the mighty I am, and to take on its beauty of form and expression. Review in your experience the powerful determination you have had at times to accomplish success in the outer activity of things, and then realize how much more powerful your determination can generate to attain your eternal freedom. Believe me, beloved ones, when I say to you there is but your human creation that stands between you and your freedom from all limitation. That creation is no greater an obstacle than you accept it to be. If you take away from that creation its power to limit you any hour, any day, you may joyously step through that veil into your world of the electronic presence, so beautiful, so joyous, so filled with the dazzling light of its glorious presence, and move there forever in the light of eternal glory. Then as you step back through the human veil for service in the outer activity, you will still continue to feel the glory of the transcendent being which you are. Then none of your own outer conditions or those about you will touch you or affect you in any way. My whole being thrills with this joyous anticipation for you, as I know with a definite certainty your attainment. To any who would let the suggestion of the ignorance of other human beings turn them aside from the path, I wish to say, just remember what awaits you, what it is within your ability to achieve and be. Remember again, again, and again, that as you grow into more and more intense acceptance of your mighty I Am presence, the outer problems which have seemed so terrifying will surely fade from appearance. Beloved children of the light, arise in the mighty glory of your true being. Go forth a mighty conquering presence. Be the light of God that never fails. Move clothed in the light of the transcendent glory of your God self and be free. Arcturus. It was decreed 2 years ago at the Royal Teton Retreat that a Century of Progress exposition would be a focus for constructive activity which should ever expand and increase in intensity during the next 100 years. The opening and lighting of this 1934 exposition would be the initiatory step that is to usher in the beautiful, magnificent golden age which is signalized in that activity. Soldier Field in Chicago was designated for this exposition, making Soldier Field sacred ground, a sacred altar of divine activity in the Western world, and so far as humanity at large is concerned, the hub of the whole of America. I wish to call your attention to the unparalleled number of pageants of all kinds of many nationalities that are being held at Soldier Field Exposition this summer. These cover the period from the ascension of Jesus down to the present time. They give acknowledgement of the ascension, which is the most vital thing and the culmination of all human experience. These pageants, from the human standpoint, are a calling forth of the latent memory in humanity at large and are a raising of the essence of that activity. How easy it is for humanity to pass over transcendent activities because of their unbelief, acknowledgement, or acceptance of the true perfection of life, for all life in manifestation is God in action. Unfortunately, however, it is more often colored by human concepts of limitation and destructive qualities, which, through the individual's power of free will, everyone is at liberty to do. This before long, however, will be greatly remedied by the setting aside of the greater part of the human free will as it is known today. This will enable much of humanity to be awakened and saved from their own destruction. I wish to assure you that the set pieces of these pageants in color were not just a human idea, but those responsible for their presence were inspired by the Ascended Masters, principally Saint Germain, in order to establish their renewed, powerful activity, which was intensified 1,000-fold or more to again act within the life, the soul, the light from the heart to the periphery of America and the world. The representation of signing the Declaration of Independence was to bring before the conscious attention of the earth, and especially America, its unparalleled activity upon the earth, and to call it to the attention of the people of America that they might hold close to and stand by the original Constitution of the United States, which was and is a divine creation, until such time as the complete ascended master constitution of the United States of America shall come forth as the advance of the golden age proceeds. The golden eagle and the shield represents the power represent the height of divine protection for America, again reestablished. The Bell of Liberty in the power color of blue represents the glorious liberty and freedom forever for America and the earth from all human selfishness, the instigator of which in every case is private profit, and the cause has been the same throughout the ages. The four powerful blue rays that formed a canopy over the field, thought to be ordinary by the mass of humanity, represented that fourth dimensional activity brought into visibility upon earth, and if it be necessary for the protection of America, the jewel in the heart of God. Then that blazing light as of 1,000 suns shall descend upon earth and consume all human inharmony and selfishness from the planet. The fan of pink light at the beginning was qualified to serve in the entire activity, and the great love star stood above all, shedding its rays through the tier above tier of great beings of light. I congratulate you and this good brother and those many students of our beloved Saint Germain, and I thank you all for your earnest, sincere work on behalf of the freedom of America. May the activity of these beloved students of light ever continue to expand from this nucleus. The light of its radiance covers until. May the activity of these beloved students of light ever continue to expand until, from this nucleus, the light of its radiance covers America. I also congratulate our beloved Saint Germain for his great accomplishment in establishing this nucleus and focus in America, and for his wonderful love, his light, his work for America for nearly 200, now 300 years, which before long will begin to bear fruit of such perfect kind as has not been heretofore in any civilization. I bow in acknowledgement of his great love, wisdom, and strength. I congratulate you, my beloved sister and brother, for your love, steadfast patience, and activity for the students that have been and those that are to follow. Ever know that I am the only acting presence, and you will find that all activity will conform to the perfection of that presence. I bid you adieu, but not goodbye. Arcturus. Germain, beloved students of the light, the greatest need today is in calling the outer attention of mankind to the one great source which can give the needed assistance, and that is the mighty I Am Presence. The attention of individuals fixed upon this great source gives the opening needed for the outpouring of the great eternal cosmic light to flood forth into the outer world, reaching not only the consciousness of individuals, but into conditions that greatly need adjusting. It is my wish that all the students under this radiation feel their individual responsibility in this respect, to keep their minds and bodies harmonized, and to keep charging their minds and emotional worlds with the directing wisdom and perfection of the mighty I Am God Presence. This will enable assistance to be given humanity which the outer could not possibly conceive of in its heretofore limited condition. The need of the students is always to stand firm and unyielding in the presence until the outer human creation about them is dissolved, consumed, and then the mighty light, wisdom, and power of the mighty I Am Presence will flood their minds, beings, and worlds with its glorious radiance, filling them and their worlds with that harmony, happiness, and perfection which every heart so much craves. I urge all to do definite, conscious, protective work for America, that the cosmic light and eternal perfection enfold the earth, removing and consuming all discord, and continue to bless persons, places, conditions, and things, for it is the mighty miracle-working activity which will usher in the prosperity and happiness that all so much desire. Words are inadequate to tell you the fullness of my gratitude for your earnest, sincere, effort, your ability and power to bless and prosper will ever increase as you hold firmly to and within your mighty I Am presence. My love enfolds you, my light illumines you, and the wisdom of the mighty I Am presence prospers you unto the fullness of all perfection. The love of the mighty host of ascended masters, the great white brotherhood, and the legion of light enfold you always. I am sincerely in the light. Saint Germain. Benediction. Mighty I Am presence, transcendent in this Christ activity, we give to thee our eternal thanks and gratitude for thy love, glory, freedom, and our conscious ability and power to accept the fullness of thy glory made manifest in the outer activity of our lives, that we stand with firm determination in thy light, directed by thy wisdom, and forever sustained by thy transcendent love, anchored within our hearts.